I'm Jeff Rutter. I'm the head men's basketball coach as well as the athletic director of Arizona Christian University. Going into my 7th basketball season here at Arizona Christian. I was at Azusa Pacific for 10 years and at California Baptist for 2 years prior to that. My wife and I came out here and we interviewed, not really that serious about the position, but what got us excited about it was it was joining the conference I was familiar with, the conference I was coming from, so we felt like we knew the level and what it'd take to win, and really just meeting with President Munsell that first time we visited and hearing his heart for the school and where it had come from and the history and where he saw it going, that kind of got us pretty excited to jump on board. I came on as the head men's basketball coach and I added the athletic director duties maybe two school years after that. So I was just the head men's basketball coach and just focused on building that program. I think I've been around Christian higher education my whole life at some pretty large universities. In addition to the two, that I worked at, I played basketball at Concordia University and then finally got my degree from Biola University. So I've been around it my whole life. We're so intentional about the development of our student athletes, and I think that really sets us apart. So the spiritual development, interested in the student athletes beyond just what they can do on the court. I think really, even in the Christian higher ed communities.
Talib Uqdah from Detroit, Michigan. Went to high school at Westview, right here in the Valley. Yeah, well, we got to rewind a little bit to to give you an insight on what Coach Rutter meant to me. Me coming in deciding, one of the big factors was Coach Rutter sat down and talked to me about my issues as a man. He showed me that he cared about me more than basketball. He said, basketball aside, whatever you decide to do, that's your decision. But let me sit down and talk to you. Figured out what was going on in my life, sat down, prayed about me, showed me that he actually cared about the person rather than the basketball player. And that made it easy for me to come in. As far as basketball, I was older, so I felt like I knew it all. So my expectations were, very low. Small school, right here in Phoenix. I live in Phoenix and I didn't know much about the program, so I didn't think much of it. But when I came in, I found out that Coach Rutter was an excellent basketball mind. Blew me away, taught me a lot of things about the sport, even as an adult, that figured he knew it all. So, Coach Rutter was, huge in my life.
Well, since we came, ACU hadn't had a lot of success at a pretty small level, at the Christian college level, and then we joined our conference in the NAI, so the level of competition rose significantly. We were real blessed with some guys that stayed on from the previous coaching team and then brought in a real good class, and so we were pretty successful and competitive right away. So we've tried to improve that every year, and really this past year we didn't hit the standards that we normally have in my previous 5 years. So with this coming team, we really wanted to double down on recruiting the right guys that were love basketball, fit the university, embrace what the university is about, and bring some toughness and competitiveness that we might have missed in the past year. Well, I think this group, the ability to put the ball in the basket is at a pretty high level. We got a lot of guys that can shoot and score, and some good guys, that can get to the basket, get to the foul line. We played a pretty up-tempo pace. We're currently leading the NAI in scoring right now. So I think that, if you just came in to watch us, that would probably stand out. It's an exciting group.
My name's Trey Clarkson. I'm an assistant basketball coach and recruiting specialist at Arizona Christian.
My name is Josh Cole, and I am assistant men's basketball coach at Arizona Christian University.
This is a good program because you'd be playing for a head coach that has won consistently over a long period of time. He's had a lot of success. ACU academically is a great institution. You're going to graduate with a degree from ACU, and you're going to have people in your corner that want to help you. Long after you're gone from here, you're going to have coaches that are going to support you long after you're gone from here. Again, I think he's averaging 25 wins a year since he's been coaching. We're going to get to play in big games. We're going to get to play against the highest level of competition. We played Arizona State University the last 2 years.
I mean, from a school standpoint, you're going to get professors that care about you individually, and that's not normal at the collegiate level. From a basketball standpoint, from an NAIA standpoint, I will put our resume up to any NAIAs in the country. Basketball-wise, we can compete and beat any NAIA in the country, and we believe that. We don't just say that. We believe that, and with Coach Rutter's resume, we can put that against any coach, any NAIA coach's resume in the country, and his would be the same, if not better.
He's been coaching for such a long time, 20 years at this level, and just getting to learn, how to run practice, how to recruit, how to handle our budget, how to, so many things that he's taught us that has been huge for my growth, and then just the freedom that he gives us to work with our guys as well.
I would echo all of those, and then just the commitment to excellence that he shows, that he wants everything to be done the right way, every detail, from the gym to like you said, to recruiting, to our everyday practice plans. His commitment to excellence trickles down to the entire team and allows him to have the success that he has, and that he's brought here to Arizona Christian.
Well, we start conference play this week, and we want to be a team competing for a title in our conference. And if you do that, you're in the national picture and competing for a national title. So competing for the conference title is certainly one. We want to be in that mix, and then we want to be in a position to qualify for the national tournament. And our league is really good, and there's probably 8, 9, 10 schools that have the same type of goals. So we know how competitive that's going to be, but those are things that we're really seeking to do.
Our ultimate goal, just as coaches, is to get the most out of our team, get the most out of the talent that we have, and to be the best team that we can be, and whatever that looks like, wherever we finish, that we can go to bed at night and just say we gave everything we could to this group of guys, and we got the most. We helped these guys get the most out of the group.
Yeah, I mean, I would say similar. We want them to become men, growing in their faith, growing in maturity, and becoming better basketball players. So we want years from now for these guys to be husbands, to be fathers, to be men in their community that impact our community. So we want to win ball games, of course, but it's so much bigger than that.
Originally, I was coming up in Detroit, Michigan. It was really rough out there. So my mom wanted to move us to a better environment, give us a chance to be successful. That's why we decided to come on out. I was 29 years old when I came in to play basketball at ACU. So I was coming here for an open gym. I was at a time in my life where things were just upside down, real rough, you know what I mean? And then for me, what I do when I'm stressed is I come and play basketball. That's how I get everything together. So I was coming here just to come to an open gym, get some things off my mind, just play basketball, work out, get a sweat, you know how guys do. There was an assistant coach here at the time that recognized me from my junior college days, so that I could still do it a little bit, asked me if I was interested in coming to play here at ACU. Told me that Coach Rutter, after evaluating my game, really liked what he saw. At the time, I was not for it. I had 2 kids at the time. I was just trying to figure out how I can make money. I was more interested in trying to figure out if they had a coaching position for me more than playing basketball. But after sitting down, talking with my family, praying about things, it ended up working out for me to come out and play. When I first got there, that was the first year that we had made it to the national tournament, the NAIA national tournament. And then we were there, I was here for 2 years. We made it to the national tournament those 2 years, and that was the first time we done that in school history. So, and that was Coach Rutter's first year here at ACU. So that was kind of the standard, from coming in. So the past couple years, we hadn't been to the national tournament. So we definitely like to start right there, get back on track, get to the national tournament. We feel like we got a real good group of guys here, and we feel like this is a special group and we can really do big things. So myself, Coach Mashima Gray, Josh Cole, Coach Clarkson, we coming in here, we're familiar with what Coach Rutter does. Coach Gray, Coach Cole, and myself, we all know what Coach Rutter expects, so we're trying to go ahead and instill that culture get things back to where we were.